Hey, if guns aren't the problem, why has the NRA worked so hard to prevent us from studying gun violence? Did you know that for over 2 decades, from 1997 to 2019, the US government didn't provide any money for gun violence research? They didn't allow it to be studied at the federal level. Because in the early 90s, the CDC began treating gun violence as a public health problem. In 1993, the New England Journal of Medicine published an article called Gun Ownership as a Risk Factor for Homicide in the Home, and concluded that keeping a gun in the home was strongly and independently associated with an increased risk of homicide. And as a result, the NRA launched a huge lobbying effort, accusing the CDC of anti-gun bias and pushing Congress to take action. And Congress listened. In 1996, they decided that none of the funds made available to the Center for Injury Prevention could be used to, quote, advocate or promote gun control. And Congress took the $2.6 million that was allocated for firearm injury research and earmarked it for traumatic brain injury, effectively putting a freeze on any gun violence research for almost 2 decades. After the Sandy Hook shooting, which killed 26 people, including 20 children, the Obama administration tried to restart this work. And finally, in 2019, Congress appropriated dedicated funding for gun violence research. That funding launched dozens of studies. It helped states track shootings and suicides, and it has helped researchers better understand risk factors, patterns, and prevention strategies for gun violence. But the NRA is not okay with that. The current House 2026 budget proposal zeroes out every CDC program related to gun violence prevention. Firearm injury research goes to zero, injury control research centers go to zero, the National Violent Death Reporting System, the backbone of our data, goes to zero. Why would they do that if access to guns aren't part of the problem? Why go through all of that trouble to stop any research into the causes and potential solutions to gun violence in this country? I'd say it's so we can keep promoting ridiculous NRA talking points and blaming this uniquely American problem on everything other than guns.